Hello there. If it is Monday, you are here with your girl Soso on the Sohria Alexander Show. How are y'all doing? All my peeps in Radio Land, YouTube, Facebook, how are you guys doing? Welcome to my show. You are going to spend an hour with me tonight. Welcome to all my radio listeners on Liberty 92.3 FM. From the north of the island to the south of the island, to the east of the island and to the west of the island, I bid you good night and welcome. And to everyone who are watching me via Facebook or YouTube or on our apps, we say welcome, welcome, welcome. And we do appreciate you. How has been your holiday? My holiday has been nice. I'm here with you because I'm here with you twice a week. So why should I take a break? Nah. I'm here with you so that we can wrap tonight. My holiday was very nice. You know, I love to eat. So I cook. Have you, sir? I love to eat, but I don't eat a lot. That's me. I will eat for you maybe every 4 hours because I can't really have a big plate of food to eat. So I hope you had fun with your family, your significant other, your husband or whoever, your children, your friends, or just by yourself. There is nothing wrong having fun by your lonesome because, you know, sometimes you need that me time to just, you know, relax and escape. And I have been taking some me time for me, and I'm really feeling good. I'm really feeling good. And I hope you all went to church on Sunday. I hope all you behave yourself and doing all the good things, my people. Tonight is going to be a very interesting show. And in my mind, I believe the time has long passed for someone to address this issue on another level. We see in our country the lawlessness every day. How are we going to get back our beautiful fair Helen if those who know better continues to accept wrongdoing? Many people who supposed to know better are supporting wrongdoing because it may benefit them. Be one that is different. Be one that would call out wrongdoing without fear or favor. And tonight I need you. I will be speaking on behalf of all women, whether in St. Lucia, and all children, whether in St. Lucia or throughout the globe. Apparently, some people have lost touch with reality. They have lost touch with reality. And tonight, I am going to address this issue. But before I address this issue, we are going to take a commercial break.
Catch the Sohria Alexander Show on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on 92.3 Liberty FM. This show will revolutionize your mind. Your host, Soso, awaits you. See you there.
And we are back. And as I have said to you, gather your friends. Even tag your men, the men. And I would also like the powerful men of St. Lucia, the movers and shakers. And I would also like the activists to listen to the show. Because tonight I am going down real hard because I am fed up along with many other women and young people and children who have been bombarded, maligned, attacked by this individual. I am going to address the nation now. Good evening, my fellow St. Lucians. I am here to address you concerning the behavior of an operative of a political party. And this individual is Marvin Charles. Many women over the course of 17, 18, 19 months and to date have been viciously attacked by his invective, lies and deceit upon them. This has been going on for too long. We as a people of integrity and credibility and women of St. Lucia, we are here to say that we are not accepting the invective and abusive language and the nastiness and filth this Marvin Charles have been spewing at us women. And let me take you down memory lane. As a woman, let me explain to you about this individual. He is portraying himself as the bulldog of the United Workers' Party. A vicious bulldog that maligns and attacks innocent women. I don't know this individual, but this individual, propelled by his handlers, is pushed in disrespecting women, in saying the most disgusting things about women. I, Sohria Alexander, had to send this individual a lawyer's letter. I have never attacked this individual, Marvin Charles, but what he did, he created a show. I don't know if this is a show, but he created a show. And this man said the most nastiest things about me that were not true. And you know what? He had women of this United Workers' Party, even those who want to go up for a constituency, Groselect constituency, supporting him in this invective, lies and deceit. So what I did, I sent him a lawyer's letter. When the officers brought the letter to this man, he went on a Facebook Live cursing me and my lawyer even more, and he tore up the paper. Now, I hope the Ministry of Health and Wellness and Elderly and the Royals and people from the Royal St. Lucia Police Force are listening, because this is a dangerous creature on our social platforms. This is a dangerous individual. And we asked him to apologize to me because of what he was saying. And this individual, Marvin Charles, continued the onslaught against me and my son who does not trouble a fly. He, along with many of the supporters of the United Workers' Party, cursed my son, cursed me, said the most nastiest things about my son. You're looking at a child who was a minor, right? Because my son just turned 18 in October. And you were saying, you were calling him all the names that you are claiming people are calling you, and you are upset and you are disrespecting people on social media. I really need to know, where are the authorities in this country? Do you only pull out the laws when it applies to your friends or to the hierarchies? What about protecting our children and women? Don't tell me that you sit there and not see what this man is doing. And I'm going to tell you about his latest rant, which is criminal. Which is criminal. And there is, if he doesn't know, and this is why I said there is a God above. This man, let me tell you, we're just getting into the meat of things. This man has been tormenting people's children. He has been tormenting women. And what he claims is that we women are attacking you or the children. No, nobody has ever attacked you. You say you are the bulldog of the United Workers' Party, and you are such a disgrace on social media, attacking people's children like that. Where are the laws to protect our children? This man is crying foul now. He is crying foul, stating that people are now going after his daughter. But people cannot feel sorry for you, because you were the first to attack people's children. I have had people call me from overseas saying that I need to get the police to arrest him for taking my son's picture, placing it on his social media platform, saying the most nastiest things about my child, nastiest things about me. And the same people who want to run our country, fighting against everybody to run our country, they are supporting this nastiness. This is utter nastiness, and we are not going to accept nastiness like this from any so-called talk show host. We do not care which political party you support, but we as women are telling you, we've had enough of your bullcrap. So I had people from overseas calling me and saying to me he would have been arrested overseas for putting a minor's picture up and calling the child all derogatory names. And to see those who want to run our country, right? They're out of office, but they want to run our country, supporting this nastiness. I am not going to accept this nastiness, whether it is on the governing side or on the opposition side. The Honorable Alan Shas, they need to denounce this nasty and filthy attacks against women. Are women chopped liver? No, we are not chopped liver, and I'm fighting back tonight. This man, this body, this person needs to be stopped. And what he is doing, if he doesn't understand, and I'm telling you time and time again, we speak about lawlessness, we speak about crime, but it is in our faces. And what are the authorities doing? Don't you know what you're doing is criminal defamation or civil defamation? But your last live you did on Roma Wilson borders on criminal defamation. We are tired of this man. Let me tell you something. This is where Ministry of Health, I am asking them to step in, because we cannot have laws on the books of St. Lucia and we only use them conveniently. Are you saying to me, because if this man was in any other country, I'm not even going as far as the United States of America. I'm just going over to my friend's country, Sister Mia, Honorable Mia Motley. I'm just going across to her country. If you, Marvin Charles, was in Barbados doing that nastiness you're doing on social media, You would have been brought in for evaluation, mental evaluation, and then if they realize that you are fit, you are not insane, you would be charged criminally for the things you say and purport you do on Facebook. Now let me give you an example, people, of this man's behavior. And it is a shame that we have a political organization who once led our country have this man in their bosom as if he is the best thing happening. And then we want to chastise the government about crime. No. You are encouraging crime by having this man being a face at your convention, at your dinners, in different activities, on your so-called radio station, which is practically an internet station, and saying all those nasty and dirty things about women. You would have been brought in for evaluation, and this is where the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly comes in. What is the law of St. Lucia governing people displaying such behaviors on Facebook, on social media? It is embarrassing to our people. It portrays the people of St. Lucia like we are low IQ. And don't tell me you do not want to victimize anybody. Government of St. Lucia, Ministry of Health, Royal St. Lucia Police Force. This has nothing to do with victimizing anybody. It is standing on law and order. Law and order is not only the bow in the streets. It is on Facebook. And this Marvin Charles have no respect for government ministers. The things he says on government ministers. The minister or the member of parliament for Mikud North, Honorable Jeremiah Norbert, has taken blows from this Marvin Charles, but he has ignored it. Jeremiah Norbert, it is time you arise and do what is right, because people don't worry with people talking about victimization, because I have given the government a lot of heat and have not been disrespectful like this man. It is time you'll arise, because you are a sitting minister of government, you are a member of parliament. Well, you're not a minister, but you're the deputy speaker. You are a member of parliament. It is your right, and you must always remember, Jeremiah Norbert, even if you are a deputy speaker, you are a member of parliament, you are also your individual person, and you have a right to take this Marvin Charles to task. I have seen the things he has said about you and your family. This man needs mental evaluation. They need to do a mental evaluation on him. And if it comes back that he is okay, then everybody he has been tormenting, they need to do a class action lawsuit against this man. And some of the things he said, I'm going to read to you in a while, is bordering on criminal defamation, and you can take jail for it. And those who are encouraging you to do that malpropte, that nastiness on Facebook, on social media, they won't save you. We need to do what is right. So therefore, if this man is not insane and he knows exactly what he's doing, because if they test him and they realize that he is insane, we cannot try him. They would have to put him in one of the wellness center, and for him to get his medication, and for them to try to help him. But this guy is a menace to women and children. When you tell me children are an heritage to the Lord, you are attacking. And let me tell you what he does. This man always puts things up. He writes a lot of nonsense on Facebook. And those not so bright are laughing and encouraging him in this type of filth. He puts something up, and if you don't know, if you foolish, which let me explain to you. You can write things and people can know who you are referring to and you can be charged. When you tell me that nobody from the United Workers' Party have denounced the nastiness this man is saying about people, women and children and ministers, it tells me something is definitely wrong with the fabric of our society. Something is wrong. When you say to me that you believe that you are the baddest John on Facebook, on social media, a child that doesn't know you from anywhere, a child that is disabled, he is differently able. He knows you from nowhere. His name is Kevin Je. And you are attacking the person's child. You got to have some serious demons. A disabled child that I see in town all the time. I've seen this child from the child he was small. I didn't know whose child that was there. But I've always seen this child. And for you to come and say that this child is always on the street begging people, it is better he beg than steal. Don't you know that? If you don't have a loaf, it's better you beg for a loaf than you steal the loaf. And to go so low because you want to attack the child's mother means you the scum of the earth. Means you nothing. You are attacking a helpless child. This is a child that if anybody with common sense sees in town or anywhere, he walks up to you and say, the lady, can you buy me a soft drink? Why wouldn't I buy him a soft drink? Or you say, the lady, can I get a bread? Not because you have an issue with the child's mother, for you to put the child in your nonsense. And what irks me is that your supporters of the United Workers' Party, they are there egging you on into such filth. What is wrong with our country? What is going on in our country? People don't play by their children. You, that Marvin Charles, put up my son, my handsome son who does not interfere with anybody, intelligent child, put him off and said the worst things. And all of them underneath, they're saying things about him. And you are saying, you are a laugh. You are disgusting. You are saying that you are influencing the young people. You can never influence the young people because the young people will not buy dirt. They will not buy filth. You influencing nobody. It's all in your head. And this is why I'm asking the Ministry of Health and Wellness to evaluate you. Pull out the laws, Honorable Musa Jobatis. Pull out the laws. Because we're tired of this nuisance on Facebook. Pull out the laws of our country and see what it says and work on the laws. This has nothing to do with victimizing people. It is time that our men and women in authority stand for what is right. Right? You do not want to lose votes because you say it's victimization. You may get more votes by doing what is right. Because what he is doing is wrong and many people are retaliating and pulling away from his party because of the filth and the nastiness he does on Facebook, attacking a disabled child. And what he does, he attacks people's children. And when people cannot take again, what they do, they go after his daughter. I'm not saying it's right to go after his daughter, but what you give is what you're going to get back. You attack people's children constantly like that. You have stooped to the lowest of the low. Who are you doing that? People are pushing you to do that because they may have seen that you are not all together there. So you will go ahead and do all those kind of things. Anybody who is of sound mind would not do that. And let me tell you, people, this guy needs evaluation. And I'm disappointed in the people of St. Lucia because there are supposed to be laws that governs our country. Mark Zuckerberg need to ban this man off Facebook. There are a lot of people with their shows and their Roro and their different things, But you attack people, children and women. That's all you do. You attack people's children and women. And what irks me, I haven't heard one activist, women's activists, call you out. I am a very observant person. And there is an activist that sees everything that the SLP administration does wrong. I have seen this woman, because I have to watch. Let me tell you, people, you have to watch what's going on. You have to make your eyes cook its peas. And I have seen that activist under this filthy individuals show, commenting like everything is okay. And you not standing up for us women. You're not standing up for us. It tells me everybody has an agenda. This is why I'm able to speak to you freely. I have no agenda. I am going to speak on what is wrong and what our authorities need to do to make it right. I am not saying this to be loved by the government, loved by the opposition, loved, not even loved by you. Because when you love somebody, it comes naturally. It's not because I'm speaking your narrative. I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking tonight. We are fed up. And let me tell you, Roma Wilson was Jeremiah's Norbert campaign manager. This Marvin Charles have released hell damnation on this lady for months, same as he did to me. Release hell damnation on Roma Wilson for months. I have seen him doing shows calling the lady witch, all sorts of things. And you know what? The same people who want to chastise this then SLP administration, they are under his life supporting filth and rubbish. Our young people are watching, and there is a young lady on my platform. She has been following me. My page has been there for a while. It's 3 years in April, and she has been following me. And she said one thing is so she would call out both administrations or anybody when they do things wrong. I have no preference. The preference I have is that you respect our children and you respect women. You are a disgusting human being to be doing that. And every man, every honest, every good, every just man should rise up and speak against this man, irrespective of your political affiliation. This is garbage. This man has said the nastiest things about Roma. And then what he does, he comes to say, oh, you attack him first. The same thing he did to me. Oh, I attack him first. I have never attacked this man. But this man, let me tell you why. Because I said I am no longer going to support Alan Shastey again because of, when information comes to you, change your decision and your mind about people. They went on an attack against me. They are silenced now because let me tell you something. When you walk in the Spirit of God, you know how to deal with them. But you are vile and evil to be saying these things about people. Now let me give you the most recent incident. My people, I don't watch this guy. But the last incident, Natuki and Anthony played it on his page, You, Me, and He. This was so filthy. This was so disgusting that I was expecting that some hierarchy of the United Workers' Party, I know right now they have their new executive in place, like for instance, Thurl Prudence is now the chairman. I was expecting him to come out and denounce it because Thurl Prudence has a wife and a daughter. Thurl Prudence has a mother. But let me tell you something, people. We are blinded in this country because of political affiliation. And this is why I'm going to speak. I have no political affiliation, but I'm going to stand on righteousness. It is wrong that this man did a live, and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, this is where you come in. This man did a live claiming that Roma Wilson came to his home to have sexual relations with him. And when she took off her clothes, he could not believe what he saw. She was looking so out of shape, out of style. So I am paraphrasing for you. So he now said to the lady Roma Wilson that her young son is in the bedroom. Let him go there to have relations with her young son so that, he can service Roma Wilson. Can you believe somebody who is the face of the United Workers' Party saying such nasty things on social media? Roma has her children. Roma has her daughter, her granddaughter, her sons. How dare you go on Facebook and say such nasty things? And you know what you're saying is not true. This is criminal defamation, and they need to. And I hope the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, Police Force is going to do what they have to do. You got your forensic team, do what you have to do. Because whether he is trying to say that is not true, you are criminally defaming somebody. You need to get a wake-up call from law enforcement. Now, people, can you believe nobody from the hierarchy of the St. Lucia or of the United Workers' Party denounced that? And I am going to read some comments of what people are saying. And this is what I am saying. It is better to be honest. It is better to be true. It is better to be bold. Because I will not support anything that is not righteous, defaming people. Black is blue. And some of the people under the live Natuki showed of what this guy said, this Marvin Charles. Somebody said, what is this? Just to say you have a talk show? Nah, man, that's unacceptable. Facebook needs to check on this. No way, I'm out of here. And that's really the first time I have listened to this, but no way. This person maybe is somebody who listens to Natuki Anthony, right? And then she happened to click on what he posted and she saw that, right? And she was disgusted. The government of St. Lucia, this has nothing to do with victimizing anybody. It has everything in securing the fabric of society. Because what is going to happen? We are going to have many copycats that will come and start saying things about women that is not true. We will have many copycats that would believe that it is okay to go after people's children. And then, it must be some kind of mental deficiency that is going on here. Because I remember, again, somebody else came to say, I saw what they wrote about his daughter, but I was about to say, why are you all doing that? And then the person said they passed the post straight because she remembered all the nasty things he wrote about my son. And this is the face on Facebook. We St. Lucians are not idiots. This man is allowing our country to be seen as a set of low IQs. We can do better. I've never seen that on any of the other platforms from the other country. I've never seen such filth. And then we had another comment. How old was that boy when he had that sexual encounter? Could the Popo please investigate? And this is what I am asking the Royal St. Lucia Police Force to do. Investigate. Ministers have been slandered. Private citizens have been slandered. And now children? This is madness. This is egregious. So this commenter said, Zachary is, I think, he's a police officer. Zachary, where are you at? Are you listening to this open in your face confession? Messier, listen to how low my floorball has fallen to, Messier. And this is what I am saying. Politics should never get to the point where we become so low and nasty. We can support our political party. We can change our affiliation. We can, do our political bidding that is fine. But this is not political bidding. This is just plain nastiness. Then another lady wrote, I hope the authorities pick up this man like right away to lock him up now. If this guy did this in the United States, claiming that he had sexual relations with a minor, you would be locked up. You would be locked up. And now you're trying to recant. You cannot recant. Maybe that confession was for something else. And the police, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, have to do what they have to do. Because you know why I'm really passionate about that? Because I do not want our young children to suffer. Because if this man can come and say these things openly, we have no idea what is going on. We need our social services. We need our Royal St. Lucia Police Force. We need the government of St. Lucia. We need our ordinary citizens to work together to ensure our children are safe. Then he went on. Another comment somebody made. Marvin, you have no shame. I think the police should investigate you. Shame, shame, shame. Yes, the police need to investigate, mate. Because from the time this man could have attacked me, I know this man from nowhere, and said the nasty things, the lies and deceit he said about me all over social media. We know that this man has something wrong with him. We know something is wrong with him. And then you are attacking a lady and saying all those things. The police, you're wasting time, arrest him. And let me tell you, this is what we have to fight for. Not coming on Facebook fighting for politicians. We have to fight for the safety of our children and our women. Right? We have to fight for it. And then another person said, always knew that this man is sick. He needs help urgently. And what really just sends me into wonderland, how can so-called educated people encourage that kind of nastiness? I first have to look at you as my sister, as my brother, before I see you in political eyes. You are my brother. You are my sister. You're not red, you're not yellow to me. You are my brother, you're my sister. The level of discourse of politics by this man is in the trash can. Filth. And I agree with this person. He needs help urgently. And this is why I am asking the Ministry of Health, go to the law books. Go to every ministry is supposed to have, or the government has, the Attorney General, right? Any issues, the Attorney General represents the government. You and the Attorney General represent the people of St. Lucia. We, the people of St. Lucia, we are calling on the Attorney General to look into the laws. Please enlighten the Ministry of Health, our officers, our police officers, as to what laws applies to this man and his filth and the nastiness going on Facebook. We are tired. The government of St. Lucia needs to do something. I am recommending, after evaluation and charges and whatever you'll have to give to this individual, that a letter be written to Facebook asking for him to be banned. This is filth, this is nasty. And the sad thing is, other countries are watching. And you know, we are a destination where people come to have fun and relax. Let me tell you, Facebook is something that everybody sometime may see. They may not share your life, but they can download it and send it to people and say, look at the low lives and the filth happening in our country. Is that how we want people to see us? Then another guy said, this guy is making that up. So if you can do a live, and this is what I'm telling you, when he came to say all the nasty things about me on his Facebook live and all of them laughing, he makes up stories. He's a deceitful scum of the earth. He makes up deceitful things about people. And what he fails to realize, he provokes people. And the Bible tells you, do not provoke people to anger. He provokes people. What? All in the name of politics? All in the name of politics? And let me tell you something. Some of the comments, I know the affiliation of the people who write the comments. And I am going to say to you that the real United Workers' Party supporters do not support your filth, attacking people, whether it's SLP or UWP. We do not support that. And we will never support it. Where do you get off? Where do you get off with that filth? Any decent young man would not come on Facebook saying the most nasty things about people, and you always attack the women with children. You have a serious problem. This is why, Honorable Moses Jabatis, you need to contact the Attorney General and get to work. We are fed up of it. And this person is saying that man needs to be banned. He needs to be banned from Facebook. No question about it. Right? Another comment. If that's a makeup story, that's the wrong story. I agree with this commenter. If that's a makeup story, that's the wrong story. I want to believe it's true, because he's always at someone's son, and she is very right. And this person who wrote that knows that he's always after my son. Then he went after other people's children, tormenting them. And he is projecting himself on people's children, calling them all sorts of names, derogatory names. The government of St. Lucia, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, the Ministry of Health, you all need to do what you'll have to do. Because let me tell you, this is how lawlessness starts. It breeds, and it's going to continue on Facebook, and then you will not be able to contain it. You have to make an example of this man, and this has nothing to do with victimization. You know? It has nothing to do with victimization. This is just wrong on every level. And how can we want peace in this country? The United Workers' Party speaks about peace. They want peace. There's too much crime. How can we have peace and then you encourage that type of behavior? Proverbs 15 verse 1 in the New International Version said, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stir up anger." This man, let me tell you something. People like me had to rely on God's strength to deal with you, because you are so cruel and vile. Even my deceased mother, you put in your nonsense. You are a wicked individual. Even my deceased mother, we as St. Lucians, we as women and our children, we are fed up of you. We are fed up of you. Your tongue is like, it has vinegar. Your tongue is very tangy. Your tongue is not sweet to soothe the soul. Your tongue stirs up anger within people. And our government and we, the people of St. Lucia, are trying to get everybody together, peace. But you are stirring up anger and hatred on social media platform. And the government, I know why the government might be taking a backseat. They don't want victimization. This is not victimization. You're standing up for what is right. And in the United States of America, as I said, you would not have been able to be provoking a minister of government like Richard Frederick like that. Richard Frederick is a minister of government, of housing, a junior minister of housing. Richard Frederick is the member or the district rep, member of parliament for Castries Central. Richard Frederick also has a personal aspect to him. He has a personal life. So he's in three capacities: minister of government, member of parliament, which is his district rep, and he has his personal aspect. Let me tell you something. If you had done what you are doing to Richard Frederick, tormenting the man like that, saying the worst thing, and let me tell you, Ministry of Health, I'm asking you to investigate this guy in terms of evaluating him. When you get legal papers, you do not come on Facebook to talk about it. You do not continue talking about this individual. You bring it to your lawyer, and then for your lawyers to start working. You have lawyers' letters from Richard Frederick, but yet you are on social media tormenting this man morning, noon, and night. This is not a sane person, because any sane person receiving legal documents bow out and seek advice from their lawyers and come with an apology. Let me tell you, in the United States of America, I would not be here advocating for the government, Ministry of Health, and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force to do something. They would come and pick you up. And especially you having a minor child, when you put my son picture on your page saying the nastiest things about it, you would have been locked up. You would have been locked up. We have no laws in this country. We only have laws convenient for when it is the big shots or this one or that one. We are speaking, I am speaking on behalf. I am speaking on behalf of the women and children who cannot talk. And the soothing Proverbs 15 verse 4, New International Version. The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. And that's what you have tried to do to us women, our children. Crush our spirit, but not with me. I'm going to bruise your head with the blood of Jesus. You need to be dealt with by the authorities of St. Lucia. You need to be dealt with, because let me tell you, boy, the things you have said about my family and myself, the only reason I don't hate you is because of the love of God. And I always believe in doing things right and leaving it to the Holy Spirit. Leaving it to God. And this is why I'm here speaking, because I'm taking the right route for the authorities to deal with you. You need to be locked up. Criminal defamation. Whether it's locked up in prison or locked up in the wellness center, you need to be locked up. You are just attacking everyone. Now hear this, people. This man is attacking everybody like this. And he is doing it for a political party, the United Workers' Party. He said he's doing it for them. So if you cannot come as a chairman to say, listen, what you're doing there, we are not accepting it. Come and make a statement. Everybody having press conferences, have a press conference and say, we are disassociating ourselves from Marvin Charles with the filth he has been saying about women and children. People will respect you, but people cannot respect you now because nobody is denouncing it. He's at your convention. He's on Mikud North Executive. He's on this, he's on that. He is everywhere promoting y'all. And Honorable Alan Shastley, you need to say to this man that he needs to stop, because he is using your face in his filth. You think any sitting or ex-president of the United States of America would allow anybody to have a low-grade talk show come in and saying those nasty things about women and children and ministers? No, this would have been taken down, and you would have been placed in a straight jacket for evaluation. Proverbs 15 verse 18, New International Version. A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms a quarrel. This man is worse. It's the worst thing I've seen on social media. Always quarreling, always arguing, saying the nastiest thing, the things people have never heard in their life about women and children. Attacking everybody. This has to stop. We are fed up, and this is why I did the show. This has to stop. It cannot continue. No way, no shape, no form, no how. Absolutely not. And he is hot-tempered because, let me tell you, you have never seen any of the children that you are trying to defame and saying all those wrong things, derogatory things about them. You have never seen them come on Facebook, come or go anywhere in a show with a bathing suit, with a thong, with lipstick, with earrings, with makeup, with high heels. You have never seen them do that, but you want to call them the nastiest things. What have we become in this country? What have we become? We have become so politically blind that we accept anything. I'm not going to accept anything from the government of St. Lucia. I am not going to accept anything from the opposition. I'm not going to accept anything from people. I'm not even going to accept anything from myself. Everything should be done in decency and in order. We will have our arguments, but our arguments should be at an intellectual level, not this filth and garbage. And with this, I will take another commercial break.
Catch the Sohria Alexander Show on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. right here on 92.3 Liberty FM. This show will revolutionize your mind. Your host, Soso, awaits you. See you there.
Now, my people, I am back. But I am going to show you a video. Legal experts warn against acts of unproven and slanderous allegation like this Marvin Charles is doing. Take a listen.
Defamation laws protect people whose careers, reputations, finances, and/or health have been damaged by untrue harmful statements. It is rooted in civil and criminal law. Many a times, defamation law creates confusion in terms of whether to be handled as a criminal or civil case. UNAM law lecturer Eugene Liveve and lawyer Taimi Ileka Ampanda explained that as much as the Constitution guarantees freedom of speech, it also places importance on human dignity.
The trend has been that we normally see people of high status in society involved in civil cases, for example.
Yes.
But that must also not create an impression that somebody who doesn't have status in society cannot sue for criminal defamation or for civil defamation. So that's actually not the case. But also we need to understand that even though we have rights in the Constitution, those rights are limited. So we need to respect the rights of others.
The violation of one's dignity through defamatory statements may lead to damages being awarded based on such violation.
I think, Daniel, what is takeaway for our viewers this evening is really that our laws exist to regulate society, in that we live together harmoniously as far as reasonably possible, and to respect each other's dignity. While we exercise our freedom of expression, we must realize that where it ends, another person's right, for example, to dignity begins, and we need to live in a society that balances that out.
It takes many good deeds to build a good reputation, and only one bad one to lose it. That is why lawyers caution citizens against not only the fabrication of slanderous and defamatory statements, but also against further sharing such messages, as you may be deemed an accomplice. Daniel Nadunyan, BC News, Windhoek.
Violation of human dignity. This is what Marvin Charles has done. He has done it to me. He has done it to Roma. He has done it to Goldie George. He has done it to Betty Je. He has done it to Richard Frederick. He has done it to Jeremiah Norbert. He has done it to a lot of people, a lot more long before us. But nobody is challenging him. Violation of human dignity. This is his egregious and nastiness. And I am challenging the government. You are here to protect us women, because those who are supposed to protect the women ain't saying nothing. So I am speaking tonight, and I'm speaking loudly. You have to use your office, and we must elevate our thinking that when the government steps in situations like that, Not to cry victimization. This is not victimization. This is abuse on Facebook, slandering people. And laws exist to regulate society. So government of St. Lucia, Attorney General, Royal St. Lucia Police Force, Ministry of Health and Wellness, you need to be the bridge. You need to be the bridge with this madness that has been going on social media. Laws exist to regulate society. We cannot allow the nastiness to continue. We cannot allow it to continue. And one bad word from this man is to try to spoil all our reputations, try to spoil my reputation. Roma, Richard Frederick, Jeremiah Norbert, Goldie, and all the other women and people he has attacked. And you saying you are an influence to young people? Get out of here, fool. You are an influence to young people. You have to be mad. And let me tell you, yesterday I saw something. Let me see if I have it. Right. Let me see if I have it. Yeah. Right. I did not send it to my producer to put, but I'm sending it to you now if he wants to put it. But one of the executive of the United Workers' Party who was at convention on the stage introducing Honorable Alan Shastney, Marvin Charles had a live again on Sunday night going after Richard Frederick, going after everyone. And Joycelyn Fletcher said, Marvin, keep on doing the great job of defending your party and informing people. Just stay focused on the issues and ignore non-issues. You need to be prudent and wise. She is one encouraging him in the things he's saying by not coming out and denounce the nastiness he have said about women. You are a woman and you are one who is portraying yourself as educated, but you are supporting Marvin. Why haven't I seen a press conference from the United Workers' Party denouncing this nasty behavior? Because if I ever see that behavior coming from the government side, I too will come here and denounce it. I have no side. I am speaking on behalf of the decent women, the educated women, the ordinary women of St. Lucia, because what is going on Facebook is wrong. Joycelyn Fletcher, Marvin, keep on doing the great job you're doing. You have seen how he has disrespected women. You are turning a blind eye, and then you want to be an influence for your party to gain voters. The young people are watching, and this is what the young lady said on my wall. She said the young people are watching. They are watching the things you are doing. This country needs to realize that we are not accepting the nastiness again. Proverbs 15 verse 32, New International Version. Those who disregard discipline despise themselves, but the one who heeds correction gains understanding. Proverbs 18 verse 2, New International Version. Fools no find pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. And that is reflective of Marvin Child, who don't know people, but who just wants to come on Facebook and say nasty things about people. And he's quick to say people attacking him, but he is the first one attacking. Even attack Jeremiah's mother. And it is in him, attacking the auntie, attacking everybody. You, government of St. Lucia, I am asking you to do something about it. We are fed up. We are tired of this menace on Facebook. We are tired of him. And we are no longer going to accept this. We are no longer going to accept this. My final words is that the government of St. Lucia, the Ministry of Health, deal with this menace, Marvin Charles. I say good night.